Hi, I'm Suhyeon. I'm presenting the paper Understanding Tensions in Music Accessibility Through Song Signing for and with deaf and non-deaf persons on behalf of my co-authors Georgianna Lin, Hyun Byeon, Amy Hwang, and Khai Truong. Song signing is a visual representation of music and traditional performative art in the deaf community. Song signers translate not only lyrics to sign language but also musical elements such as emotion, pitch, and volume through facial expressions and body movements. Song signing has gained broader attention due to the rising popularity of video sharing and social media platforms. However, the value and key attributes of song signing for engaging the deaf community remain largely unappreciated. The deaf community denounced the grievance that artistic and creative dimensions of song signing were largely misunderstood. They also criticized song signing performed by non-deaf persons, charging them with cultural misrepresentation and appropriation of deaf culture. This indicated the need for research to delve into what aspects of song signing are valued by deaf people and how song signing products can be made more accessible and culturally appropriate for deaf people. Thus, we investigated the following research questions. What features in music and song signing do deaf people value, and how song signing make the features accessible? What are the practices and challenges in song signing productions? What are the potential design guidelines and research opportunities to promote deaf culturally responsive song signing content? To answer the first research question, we conducted interviews with 12 deaf individuals. 4 of the participants are profoundly deaf and 8 of them are hard of hearing. We covered the following topics: their preference for musical components, methods and tools to interact with music, and challenges and limitations with the various methods and tools. We learned that participants experience music through various platforms such as YouTube and Spotify. Their value of different musical elements varied, affecting their access methods to music. For instance, participants showed diverse preferences in interpreting lyrics, watching visual aesthetics, and feeling the tempo or beat of the music. However, across participants, lyrics and their captioning were emphasized as the key features that help deaf people engage with music. We also learned how song signing is considered one of the best ways to access music due to its multimodal and augmented experience. Participants also explained the contrast between deaf and non-deaf song signers, for instance, on the accuracy of sign language or the cinematography. There was mixed opinion on non-deaf song signers, how it could be a misrepresentation or appropriation of the deaf community and culture, and how it could be a way of promoting it. Some deaf participants described the opportunities for collaboration between non-deaf and deaf song signers and even suggested the co-creation of song signing videos to have complementary assets from both deaf and non-deaf song signers. Drawing from the insights of the first study with deaf audiences, we conducted a subsequent interview study with song signers to understand and compare practices and experience of creating accessible song signing content. 4 participants were deaf, 1 profoundly deaf, 3 hard of hearing, and 10 were non-deaf. We focused on the following topics during the interview: their song signing selection criteria, song signing process, and challenges and improvement in their song signing work. Analyzing the song signing process, we synthesized 3 intertwined layers of work involved in song signing production. The first layer is the technical translation layer. This is where song signers work to understand the actual meaning of the lyrics and translate it into glosses that align with the music. Here, gloss is a written or typed approximation of ASL, typically using English words as labels for each sign. The second layer is the artistic interpretation layer, which involves song signers' artistic decisions to convey musical elements with nuances and intensities through bodily gestures and facial expressions. The third layer is the cultural representation layer, in which song signing productions may represent or inadvertently misrepresent deaf language, culture, and community. Song signers discussed the numerous challenges they often faced from these layers of work. For instance, in the technical translation layer, song signers made artistic decisions to shorten or lengthen the actual lyrics to make the glosses fit in the timeline of the music. For example, if the original lyrics were, "I'm going to the store to buy an apple," the full translated gloss should be, "I go store buy apple." However, the song signer shortened them to "go store apple bought" to match the time frame. In the opposite case, song signers lengthened the gloss to convey more concrete interpretation. For instance, the song signer added "today" and "where go" to the original gloss to provide more context. However, there were tensions when non-deaf song signers' creative attempts and the use of artistic license can be scrutinized by deaf people. Some non-deaf participants tried to avoid direct translation and modified lyrics. For example, one of the participants did not sign the lyrics and used body language, gestures, and movements. To express "in the falling rain," rather than signing it, I did the gesture like this, putting my hands above my head to avoid the rain. But the deaf community might criticize this modification. The translation is incorrect. Song signer participants also describe complementary strengths between non-deaf and deaf song signers, where deaf song signers have natural and expressive sign choices but struggle with timing, while non-deaf song signers use awkward and inaccurate signs but follow the tempo well. One of the deaf participants described how hard-of-hearing song signers may have strengths from both song signers. Hard of hearing can incorporate more of the nuances of the grammar while still understanding the sound and how to mix that in. Some non-deaf participants specified opportunities for collaboration between the deaf community and non-deaf song signers to provide accessibility from both sides. If we discuss how to interpret the lyrics together and use deaf people as role models, I think a better song signing performance will come out. They also describe getting feedback on their work from the deaf community would improve their production. I think having more feedback would have made it a lot better. I would have been both accurate and beautiful. Using findings from both studies, we discuss how to mitigate the challenges in converting and interpreting musical elements in 3 intertwined layers. First, we extend on one's understanding of deaf people's music experience and the need to reconsider different elements of music when designing tools to make music accessible to deaf people. Second, we discuss the controversy in the deaf community on non-deaf song signers and how platforms and content could be designed to avoid misrepresenting deaf culture. Finally, we discuss the potential value of diverse forms of collaboration and design and research implications to facilitate the collaboration. Thank you for watching the presentation. For more detailed information, please check out our paper.